this rack into the win for the Asian Pool Championship this year. And into another side from Chinese Taipei, LIN, who has shown us ice cold nerves and lethal precision throughout this event. He has fought his way with heart, soul, and a tactical mind that can unreveal any opponent. With the two distinct styles, two hungry champions, and only one trophy, the winner takes it all. And let's see how Wu gonna play for that 4 ball right behind the 7. There is no place for any unforced mistake there. It's not a perfect begin for LUONG from Vietnam for a break that take LIN get back in the table. That's the last thing he wanted. And Wu is just looking for the angle about the fall. It could be the master on the angle here. Wow, it seemed like he wants to play the fall into the side pocket because it seemed there's no angle here for the 3 ball to play position for the 4 ball in the corner pocket there, and we can have a look there. Wow, what a shot for keyboard control there for LIN. He just calculating the angle for the 5. Seems he get in his rhythm there. Only 4 ball left, and this is the golden opportunities for Gu to draw the first blood and settle his nerves early in first star from Vietnam. It's a lesson in the cruelty of the final. One tiny mistake and you're forced to watch your opponent to take the lead from your own break here. It's a lesson in the cruelty of who is not from a C, and absolutely he gonna mate his opponent. The make for pay for that opening arrow from the break. Now it's the 9. He finally made it the first blood. He's not rushing, he's just savoring this rack. And we can see the atmosphere here in the arena, smashing in atmosphere today. Next turn. The energy is, you know, we could see it. It's off of charge. You can hear the hum of anticipation from every corner there. It's a mix of nerves and excitement. When the Vietnamese star missed that opening break, that crown grasped, and now that Wu is with a good break there, with a 3 right in the corner pocket. He doesn't want to waste this time and opportunities to make the 2 right in the corner pocket here with a clinical cut short on a 2. Could not be better for Wu. He's clearing the table, and you can feel the tension in the air. This is the heartbeat of grand final, loud, electric, and utterly unforgiving. The stage is set, and the eyes of the nation are on the table. Will we just calculating the right angle for the 6? He doesn't want to make that 7 harder. He just want to make that look easy. The stage is set. The eyes of the nation are on this table here. Well, every single shot is met with a collective hold of breath. Wu is now try to make something in the 6 into the 7 here. Uh-oh. He just want to make that position for the 7, but it's a little bit, well, seems like he has something. It's not good. I think like it's, you need to ask referee to clean the table. I mean like clean the ball. I think there's something happened with that shot about the cue ball, but we could not see it clearly when it's showing the slow emotion replay. He just made an absolute perfection until the 6. And Wu has to sit back and watch. It seemed like he don't want to hope for nothing but a miracle there. This is a dream scenario for both players here to start this final. Both of them looks calm, looks ready to capitalize every each shot Now the turn for the break to the Vietnamese star here. But it just made another open opportunities for LIN back in the table with a wide spread of all balls. That could be a disaster from the star from Vietnam if he keeps that break in the same way here. We will come back just in the way of consistency and stability, and he is. You know what he's doing there with the table. He can feel that the speed on the Andy close. It's just perfect for LIN to feel and clear the table there. He is trying to make the angle for thing like a drawback here, but it seemed too much. He won a little bit straight or right side there, but with that angle of the camera we could not see what is happening on the 3 there. It could be the right for the LIN. Yeah, it seemed to dead straight there. He just want to make that perfect there for the 4 balls and quickly get in the short. LIN is hammering the pack. LIN is like a brick wall here. We just slowly calculated cue path and then make it like he's in his living room. Just to perfect there for the 8. Wu is back from the right side. Did he make the perfect break? It is. Wow. He's just made a dry break there. No ball in. Now the table which is wide open there. Kun Lin show a poor clinical precision. But now he's just leave the dry break there. And give the Vietnamese star the opening. And absolutely he gonna show no mercy. That's back-to-back race for him. It would never be easy under pressure there in the Asian Pool Championship Grand Final here. And he need to make that break on perfectly and capitalize this opportunity. He didn't want to let Wu get any further ahead. He's good and his rhythm here. Perfect combination. Control for both Cubo and Pink. Is showing the crown and Wu Kunlin. The reason why he's here in this final. He just beat Ke Ping Zhu in the semi-final with a commanding lead about like 10-4. What a match for the Vietnamese star here. Wow, it's just a little bit close to the rail. He wanna take that off the rail a little bit there. We're gonna wait for that shot. It's just too important for him for this rack. Perfect there. He kicked it wide open and then exactly what he needed to leave the tension out of his shoulder. Kulini now the one sitting in the chair. It's now levels the same, 2-2. And LUONG THIEN is on his break. We show on the another side of the table. Well, he made it a little bit softer there. Make that, wow. Make that break that look perfect until the 6 and the 5. You take a little bit speed off there, and I think he played like a little bit longer stroke to make the power still, but the cue ball seemed too soft to get the side spin into that break. Well, he made that snooker there. There. LIN again in this safety battle. Claw his way back. The Vietnamese star. Well, look at that. He just made it. Cannot be better for that. Come back in a safety battle here. He left LIN in a real note here with a masterclass safety shot, but LIN is showing it's not easy for this match. This is the high stakes chess match. We're gonna need to wait to see what's gonna happen here. Can LIN can solve the defensive puzzle, or will Vietnamese star will force a mistake there? Well, another good bank shot here for Wu, but I think it's not just enough. And now he's having opportunities there. A quite close distance of the cue ball and the Huong to make this safety shot. He just tucked the cue ball right behind the 6, 7. And who is thinking about like 1 or 2 rail here? He's calculating. We absolutely want to make that happen for the safety back here against the Vietnamese star. Well, just reach for the shot there. Not bad. Just one wrong touch on the cue ball and he's just handing the table back to silver platter. kind of tension is palpable, but the Vietnamese star is still under the control. Again, he sent back the cue ball under there, but I don't think it's a good safety shot. You seem to put too much angle here for the one. And Gu want to send the one ball back another time and tuck the cue ball right behind the 7. Wow, he just make it just enough for the 2, but cannot tuck that cue ball right behind the 7 there. And there's the opportunities for the Vietnamese star to make the lead. That soft with low spin and a lot of low side spin there. I love the way he's made that ball look softy. He's playing with a confidence there. Wow, but seem like to not this one. Actually have opportunities to play position for the direct attack in the 5, but it seems he wants another safety here. It could be a good safety for LUONG from Vietnam. Oh, he made the 5 knot here. He just made it. He just fluck it, not intention. Nearly make that ball, but he got the 5 in here. He is for the 6. What a shot from KUN in the grand final here. Now he is another chance to make that lead. It seemed like he wants to make that 8 ball in the side pocket here. With just the right in straight there to make a follow through, and then pocketing the 9. Like the lead from KUN. safe when you get back to the table, especially it is lesson here if you need to attack to make it doesn't just look for the way out, go for a highlight reel. His feet. This is the final throw. The final champion. 3-2. The Huong back to the lead. Most importantly, he has completely regained the momentum. Simply breathtaking. Now his turn for that break. Well, this time he just made that too. And it's looked to two straight there for the two. Perfect positioning in the angle for the three. Right in the side pocket there. Going for the break and run. That's make me thinking about the match, the semi-final that he play against KPE. There's way that just break and run. Wow, he made that just be perfect angle for the three. That world class here. He just slowly, it's just too solid to be beaten in the way he play. I'm not talking about the score, but you know, the rhythm and the way he keep the tempo. He seemed like doesn't care about the score and how his opponent play. He just focused on making his shot, lean on his fundamental and calculating the angle. And then finish the rack. And that's it. That's all the things that he want to take in this final, or just another match for him. Oh, he just feel the table and made that shot look perfectly here. Two from Huong. THIEN is back for his break. This time he just made it. Just open, wide open spread the ball. He made the 8 and then draw the cube back there. That could be perfect angle for the 2 when you need to go one rail. So 2 rail shot, beautiful. We could see the cue ball just slowly rolling on that and a close quality, and we feel like it's just showing the consistency for the follow through shot, and I would like to watch that kind of beautiful follow through. He made it. I think he would like to play that shot in the corner pocket there, not the side, but let's check what the corner, I mean like the pocket that he gonna go for. Of course it's the corner there, and open a perfect angle here with a little bit raw spin. He play for the 6. Made it a dead straight there, and we're gonna draw it back. Not the perfect angle for the 6, I think. You need to thinking about the way he just played 2 mod side spin from the 5, but that the most angle here. That shot look is perfect at pocketing, but the cube here a little bit far from the bumblebee. It's like a shoot out shot there. He's feeling the rhythm. Trying to find a way to come back with a break and run. In the air, just put the heat to them anymore for the final. Wu is still leading one rack, and with his break, you need to really focus on that break just to get in the short rack there. You don't wanna make it a dry break in the pocket, and you want 3 ball. Bounce back to the, oh wow, he just cannot make that. That's perfect as the expectation. He made it 2, but then there's some kisses there. Here we go for another safety battle. Really fine to the angle here for the safety battle, and he absolutely go for a push out. That's the way of LIN playing. You just show how good he is. He call for the push out there. Wow, look at that. Look at that, the speed. He's taking his chance. It seemed like on his calculating there or not. We could see the way he's just figured out. He intended to put that ball up there. Well, he made that not perfect, but it's still good. LIN. Made that a fully force for a break there. It seemed like he wanted to draw the cue ball back to the center of the table. But he catch a 3 and it's just too much there. Now he's go for the 3. She need to stay calm and keep his rhythm there. Not just feeling, but you need to calculating and measure the risk. Oh, he just missed that ball and cannot flush with a 5. Just make it overcut by a country mile. And now Wu is on the table. Look at the face. You just keep that face. Look an ice cold, man. He just want to stay on the table instead of his emotion on something that show in his face. That the way I love that man. He's just focused on the game. It seemed like the table is just now open. Yeah, he's fully calculating for the angle here. It could be something for the 3 ball. Wow, what a shot there. It seemed like it's in the hard angle here for the 3 to the pink. I didn't expect that 9 ball, but he can go for it. It's the way that Ko Ping Chung did it before.
5, 4, 3.
That's a good idea. He is trying to make the 4 right behind the bumblebee there, with just a slightly edging there. Could not be better for him here. That's the way I love watching Paul here. Sometimes you should take time to play safety. Learn the way to be patient and being calm when everything is not in your way. Seems like Wu doesn't want that happen there. He just make it too much for the cue ball there. I think he also could go for the combination kick shot, but it's just too risky there to play that way. And he can decide for the safety, but he cannot make it look to stay with his side.
A+ Billiards, the leading brand in the billiards Vietnam. A+ Billiards, largest billiards table factory in Vietnam with core values: durability, modernity, and precision. The factory operates with up to 80% automatic machinery system with a lineup of engineers and design team helping A+ to complete its mission of improving billiards Vietnam. A+ Billiards, establishing the future international standard for billiards tables. A+ Billiards.
United by greatness. Driven by one man. Efren Bata Reyes. Kunihiko Takahashi. Django Bustamante.
And the crowd is the best tolerant crowd. Very good.
Andy Grove, best professional choice.
to the square one. 4-4. The pressure is palpable here in the arena, and LUONG Đức Thiện step up to the table with a break. This isn't just a break, you know. Opportunities. Well, he just made it. Look at that. Oh, look at that cue ball. It's unlucky on that. It just set everything up perfectly there for the break and run, but then the blacks destroy it all. Gonna play a safety here. Well, an opportunity to seize the momentum, but yeah, that's the way we need to accept in the game. You know, we need to land a solid break there. This is absolutely sensitive situation here. Ball is open. Well, we made that 7. Look like to be in a perfect combination line for the bumblebee into the side pocket here. He need to go for the soft cut shot there with as much as side spin that he has to open the angle for the 5. He just make it look perfect there. Wow, he didn't want to make that, just too much draw shot there, but he's still make a natural angle here to play position for the 7, but even he can play a little bit left spin there. Have to angle for the 7. He just feeling good about his shot. Only 2 ball left here. 8 is right in the corner of the side pocket. Well, that all he wants in this rack. The first time lead the score here for Star from Vietnam. LUONG Đức Thiện. It's kind of psychological reset. Wu just back there with his break. Well, that's not good for Kunlin with a dry break there. This is the first time tonight. We see he's looking visibly frustrated on the sidelines here. He used to dictating the pace, but right now is time for Vietnamese star who is holding the strings. Wow. With that shot, he just snuck himself right behind the bumblebee. They just break and adjust and then come back with another. That's the way the game's going. I think it's also one of the best thing that I love in another break. Wow, who is in his jump queue? Right there, he's calculating for the safety. Back to the Vietnamese star, LUONG Đức Thiện. Oh, he just opened the table for his opponent there. Well, he goes for that shot with a 2-rail. It's perfect there. Just to make the gap bigger and put the Wu Kunlin right under the pressure there. With a dry break, he cannot make anything else. We just wait. LUONG Đức Thiện is pulling away. Another dry break here from Wu Kunlin. And it's the third time. His break has let him down tonight. And LUONG Đức Thiện is making him pay deadly. That was a masterclass of patience. He didn't want to rush. Play safety perfectly and then force the mistake there. It's a big chance for LUONG Đức Thiện to widen the gap. Now he's just pulling away. Another perfect break here. But yeah, we still see there's some situation there. Need to make it into a safety shot, I think. Gymnasium doesn't like that safe ball. He's playing with the confidence of a man who knows he has the crown. Momentum in the lead here. And he's just calculating for the push out. Or he's gonna directly make the kick shot for the safety battle here. But that could not be a good position for him to get the one in this position. Just calculating away, and it passes by to the Vietnamese star here. The one open there. See what he's gonna make a draw shot here. Wow, look at that shot from Kun Lin's. We think the 2 right cushion is where the real pressure is on him begins, but it seemed not. It just keeps showing the masterpiece on the table there when he have opportunities. Just has that beautiful shot. Now he's having open table there. Unbelievable. Well, we just come back so strong. Just can't believe that he made that one ball. Just look perfectly. Right, the angle, not just pocketing, but he just make the angle for the 2 ball. He could not be better for that shot. That is textbook shot there. Gu. He just doesn't care too much about 2 right in cushion or something. He just focus on hit chance the table and then make it looks perfect there. And now it's 5-6 with Kun. A strong comeback, securing the point. He got another break here. Yeah. Ooh, just back for that break, but it's in hot play position here for the 3. You could play for a 3 rail there, but you need to calculate thing for the 7 ball in that line. And of course he's gonna go for it. Wow, it seemed like he wants to make that a bank shot here. Just a no. You're gonna go for the bank. A kicking shot. Wow. Look at that. He goes for it. And he need a little bit more. It's ready for the control there. It seemed like he tried to make the 2 ball right in the back shot the same way, or he intended to play that safety shot. Wow, what a shot from him. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful shot there. From the 2 back to the 3. Unbelievable for that shot, the shot that he made. Now it seemed like he made that perfect for the 4 to runs down the table. The gap had just too narrowed with only 1 point. We can see the shift in KUN. The way he's play is hunting again. And with that, the way he pocketing the 2, it could be like a textbook stalemate. Of course, neither of player is willing to take a high risk shot, but he just made it like there's no risk on the way he played that 2 ball. Well, he made it look like just in his living room here. Practice here, pocketing the ball with nothing around. Wow. The arena is holding its breath. He's forced and decided to 6-6 here. Put the pressure back to Vietnam player. It's a game of inches here. And a single centimeter can decide this. Right, and finally, LIN just made it when he played that perfect 2-ball. The silence is deafening. You can feel the weight of every shot here. You just make that open perfect, and you don't want to waste this opportunity. Wow, good for Gu. Another time. We are officially back to square. A total deadlock. The energy in this arena is, I think, like it's absolutely suffocating. THIEN is in the table, taking his time with cue ball position and ready go for a good break here. Wow, look at that. Look at that. He just made it a safety by his break. Wow. Who's trying to put the cube there for the push out batter here. This is an easy shot. You can thinking about the tucking the cue ball right in the two, but it's just too risky for that one ball. You need to calculating for the angle. Go for an extension. The next 10 seconds must be just decide the champion. Wow. He made that angle not so good. But the speed also over a little bit, but there is still something you need to thinking about the LIN stroke here. He's gonna play for the safety here. Or he's gonna go for the kick shot, and then I think it absolutely a safety shot there. Wow, look at that. It's nearly right in the pink. And it turned back to the Vietnamese star, LUONG. He just breathing and he wants to take it slowly on this safety battle. LIN in the 2. Well, you just go for the 1. Lock it in the corner pocket here. I'm not sure there's still space for him in the gap between the 7 and the 8 or not. Wow, it seemed like he can make that directly. He made it 2 there. That a perfect back shot there. It's just poor. Just looking at his pass now. Oh, he just made it. What an awful shot from Vietnamese star here when he having chance for this open table here. He just gets frustrated with his following through. Who know how to play in this situation? Wow, just play perfect angle here. No, it's just, I think it's just a little bit too much there. Woo. Yeah, it seems like he can make that thin cut shot, but it's still hard to control the cube angle there. You don't want to make any risk in your shot at this moment. Woo is just too good at the angle. Well, Just made the 5-0 is now fully open there. Really want to take time to watch what just happened with his shots. He's still got time there, but look composed, lining up the first.
10 seconds.
For the 5.
5, 4, 3.
Wow, it just undercut that 5. And now the opportunities is in Vietnamese player. He just missed that a little bit. He caught the draw there. Not too much. Yeah, he know what he's doing there. Now a combination here for the 6. I think he can play a thin cut shot there. Thinner is better here. Even in the 6 get into the 7, it could make the 8 right in the corner. Wow. Look at that. It's a track on the cue ball with the 4 rail here. Ready for a stop shot there. Or just and then pocketing the 9 right into the right corner pocket. That cannot be better for him at this moment. He just made it look so good. LIN back on the break. We were watching him break a lot today, and he seemed like look perfect in his break at the moment. He's feeling it. Wow, he made that just wide open break here. KUN LIN to level the score and set everything back as nothing happened here. Yeah, the warning Xuan is still right in the corner pocket. Wow, just too much here. Fugu. That not good, it's just too much. The first time we see the frustrated face from Kunlin. A solid break from Gu, but you know, like the table is well spread, giving him a straightforward run out opportunities, but it seems he cannot play that focus and make that uncharacteristic mistake here. Everything is just like stay for the Vietnamese guys. He's just sitting there waiting his chance. Made a scratch right in the side pocket there. Not good for Guo Kunlin in the very important moment of the match. And he can lose 3 rack out there. Well, he just tried to focus on shot by shot there. You want to make that perfect angle for the 5 there from the pink. You know, sometimes you need to base on your fundamental here under the pressure, and we know that both player is on a high heart rate. Even is a leader Lương Đức Thiện or Ngô Kun Lin, he just made like costly mistake from the one. He had chance, but then he didn't capture it. He just left it sleep. Now the Vietnamese player is riding the shot on the 8 into the bumblebee. Well, we can see that beautiful draw shot there. I mean, like he's painting on the table with that soft and with a side spin. Now under the pressure. We're gonna see how Wu handle the pressure here in this final match. It seems like there's still space there. And he just made a very thin cut shot for the one. And send a cube back behind the six. That perfect safety shot for Wu Kunlin there. Look beautiful. Cube control. You know, sometimes you don't need a kind of perfect safety, but you need to put your opponent in a shot that it can make some space for you, and then you just need to come back there. Finding a chance. The shot clock would just keep going. Wu would just want to clean the cue ball or something. I'm not sure. But he needs to handle the pressure there. Made that look perfect there. We're gonna see how he can control this position. For the three, right stick in the 9 ball here. Just another 3 ball. And he's gonna lock in this baton in his room. He made it for 3, and now shot by shot he just under the pressure here, but he still make it perfectly. He know the pressure, but he's just used to it for time to time. Play not just here, but for every match that he join in. It's always the pressure. Well, with too much side spin there for him, but I think it's okay for he to play a drawback for the one rail back bound back to the center of the table. Well, it's still good for Wu Kunlin. Capitalized opportunities. It's discussion to Reich, but his rhythm is remains completely unchanged. He's just keeping his focus and not showing any visual frustration. He's trailing, but his play and demeanor suggests he's still very much for this match. The Vietnamese star, he's just leading, but he knows he can't afford to relax. He's on his break. So 2 focus from Wu Kunlin. Wow, just made another dry break here. He seemed to unhappy with that, and he doesn't understand why he cannot pocketing that wing ball in the corner pocket. And now the turn for the Vietnamese star here. 7-8, a very time match. A mental test. Wow, he just made that shot perfectly positioned. Could not be better than. Wow. He's just playing a beautiful shot there. Another ineffective break from Wu Kunlin. Table is open and favorable for Vietnamese star there. This is a significant opportunity for him. To stretch the lead to 9-7. You just need to execute the run out with the same consistency as he's doing. He's showing so far here. Wu will be hoping for a mistake here to stay in the match, but it seems like there is no chance for him. especially in this rack. Everything it just look perfect there, and he's showing incredible ability in the way he mapping for the shot, and he just putting. It seemed like just perfect there. A little bit an easy cut shot here, but he need to take time and go for it. 2-7. Wow, it seemed like an uneasy angle for that 7, but it seemed like he can make it. Right in detail. You just feel that he made that. He is feeling from his instinct of 1,000 hours practicing there, and now he's holding 9 on the table, and it could be 9-7. Wow. THIEN is back on his break. Oh, he just made that dry break there. But it's still safety. Wow, that's the way this game is going. It seems to not having any chance for Wu. Even it's a dry break. Just play to safety there. we're just on his safety here. I know we just go for it. I think it's still enough because he can go for the overcut shot there. But he just cannot go for that. And everything is just standing for Vietnamese style right now to get in the hill. That's a perfect angle here. Or he want a little bit thicker. Bro, just playing so beautiful cut shot there for the 4. Finding the way out. But the angle, it could not be easy. He could choose to draw it back there with a lot of left spin. Just playing for the 6. This is perfect now. Get in the hill. Only 3 were left here. Who missed the shot? That's the opening THIEN needed. He stepped up and clears the table with the precision to take the rack. That brings the score here now. Yeah, only 2 ball and bring the score to 9-6. LUONG Đức Thiện is now on the hill now. Just 1 rack away from the victory for the Asian Pool Championship 2026. He just made it. Looks perfect there. was finding the way back and close the gap. He expecting a heel match there. He just trying to make this into a break and run and waiting for another mistake from his opponent. You know that could be a hope or a close to this final match. Well, that not good break here, as we have seen from Wook Lin. He cannot send a 7 into the corner pocket there. And for the safety shot there, right behind the bumblebee. And it's just Wook Lin. Wow. He's need for the jump shot. We can feel the pressure there for Wolves, but it just keep it steady there. It's a man to test for Wook Lin. Well, it seemed like it's open for goal. We play a tie safety there, forcing THIEN LUONG into a difficult position, and now it's necessary to move to stay in the match. Every mistake matters, no matter the score. It's just like he just effectively passed the pleasure back to the leader here. Wow, we just made it too much for the... He had to decide whether he attempt to kick a shot or play safety his own, but that shot just too much for Wook Lin. Opportunities to win. Wow, we just missed that ball. Time for Wook Lin back to the table. Still fighting for the title here. The pool championship. Well, he keep to play another safety there. Just in a perfect position to force LUONG THIEN to take that jump kill, get back into the table. Wu just know what he needs to do. It depends on the situation. He just keep focused on table, not focus on the score. He just focus on how he's going, the rhythm, the way he pocketing there, and always take a chance, capitalize on his opponent mistake. That's the way a true champion is moving. But Gu is not feeling good about his stroke there. Another mistake in positioning. You know what he exactly need there. Another safety battles. So good Vietnamese star LUONG THIEN. One rack for the win. And it seems like he wants to go for this flank shot, or he gonna keep it safety there. Run behind the 8 and lock the cue ball back into the 6 there. Well, this is we are locked in a deep safety battle here. Both players are playing with extreme caution, prioritizing ball position over aggressive shots. Now it turn for LIN. The pressure is immense. One slight miskill, but a ball left slightly open could decide the entire rack, defining the name of the champion here. He get in for the back shot right quickly. Just made it open there. LIN opportunities. First time we see LIN go for a left hand stroke. The 5. Just keep it stable there. Draw it back a little bit to open the angle for the 6 right in the left corner pocket there. And just missed that. Unbelievable from LIN. That miss is unbelievable. He rarely missed that shot. But But here in the final, under the pressure, everything could happen, you know. Well, that's a game of testing not just the technical but also the nerves for both players here. Wow, you go with just perfectly right in there for the safety shot here. And shift the pressure in for the LUONG THIEN playing on the table. You're calculating for the safety back there. Wow. Missed that there. He looked calm and steady there. Just waiting another chance to get back in the table, and I think KUN would go for it. A kick shot for win or for the run up here. No, he go for the 2 rail here. A kick and stick or something. Wow, that's open. That's open for Vietnamese down here. That's everything that he needs for the win. The final championship here. Will play good, but THIEN is played better than in this match. Rich, and only 3 ball left for the Asian champion. The big title here for the star from Vietnam. And I think it's just over there. It's just good enough for a cut shot. Just under the pressure. Too much pressure there. You just go for it. We can hear the crowd. Finally, LUONG THIEN wins the final frame and secures the title. A master class in tactical play and resilience. This is officially the new Asian champion. A well-resolved victory. The Vietnamese style to keep his composure under enormous pressure. And that's what can mean a historic moment for Vietnam and for the crowd. The first time Vietnam has Asian champion here.
Khán giả có thể nắm lại những dấu sân Hương để theo dõi trận đấu đó. Các đội trưởng xin chân thành cảm ơn. Một lần nữa, ban tổ chức xin được thông báo tới tất cả những khán giả có mặt tại nhà thi đấu Hồ Xuân Hương. Ngay sau khi kết thúc trận đấu, chuẩn bị chỉ huy chúng tôi sẽ mang tới trận show ép vô cùng hấp dẫn. Trận đấu với sự góp mặt của Dương Quốc Hòa, Lương Đức Thiện và Cô Minh Trung. Trận đấu sẽ được diễn ra ngay sau đây. Khán giả có thể